Guys, I think I got a big fish. Guys, I got something big. Hit the sneaky spin. Guys, really good one. Seagull's just chilling, chasing us. Looks like he's hardly even trying, just keeping up with us, doing 20 mile an hour into the wind. That's so cool. He's eyeing me the whole time. He's gonna pass us. First cast, guys. Hopefully that's not a bad omen. But I wanted to pull up on a spot where I knew there were fish, just to get the skunk out of the boat quick. First cast, guys. And I caught it on a bait that I haven't used yet, and I'm really excited to throw it. We're getting later into November here, and it's gonna be really windy today. Something you haven't seen me throw yet is a lipless crankbait, guys. This is a Caperland lipless crankbait. You can find them on the Euro Tackle site. It's 3/8 of an ounce, so it's actually pretty heavy, but it's only 2 inches long, and that thing is loud for how small it is. So hopefully I can call them in the really choppy water today with that. That's what I'm gonna fish in the wind. First bass of the day is a white bass, not a bad one either. Ish. Guys, there's fish number 2. You all know whenever you catch one on the first cast, it always seems like the next one's hard to come by, and been about 15-20 minutes. Had to change spots a couple times. Little bitty spot. I'm throwing the 25X, guys, but the second cast after I caught that white bass on that Caperland crank, I line drive roped it right into the side of a dock, and just not intentionally. You know, it kind of takes you a while to get used to the weight of a bait and how it casts, especially when you're using really light rods and line. And this thing will cast 2 miles on 6-pound line, especially since it's 3/8 of an ounce, but it casts like a bullet, and I hit that steel dock and just smashed the front end of it. So it had a short lifespan, but I'm definitely gonna order some more of those because that bait seems like it's going to be a really good ticket here in the cold water months, guys. Fish. Guys, I think I got a big fish right in front of the retaining wall on the underspin. Got something. He thumped it. Not sure what it is. Still haven't seen it yet. Oh, there you go. Catfish. Not bad. Pretty good size one too. God, he had my spirits high there for a second. I thought he was a big old bass. There we go. That's on a really cool new little underspin that I got, guys. I'll show you that here in a second. This catfish came on that 3/16 ounce Raid Japan Libero underspin, guys. It's got a very small gold blade on it. It's kind of got a bottom feel head. This guy was hanging out right in front of the retaining wall, probably waiting for shad to come, and he smoked it just like a bass. That was pretty cool. I've got it on 7-pound Sunline FC Sniper, guys. Sioux Dark Wolf and my Sioux Legend, and it will cast it so far. There's one. God, whatever that is. God, a hybrid? Good grief. He smoked that sneaky spin, guys. He straightened my hook out a little bit too. That thing was pulling hard. Y'all, I was struggling to get bites. So what I did was change my trailer. I put Great Lakes Finesse's drop minnow on there with just a touch of red dye, and that massive white bass just slaughtered it. That is a big white bass. That might be one of the biggest ones I've caught this month. Oh, guys, I got something big. Hit the sneaky spin. Oh, it's a bass. It's a good bass. No way. That's a really good bass. We're having to cover some major water today to get them done though. Don't shake it. This is the only decent bass I've had today so far. Long one. Once that water gets into the 50s and lower 60s, underspin season. Y'all, and I'm telling you too, for whatever reason, whenever I take my shirt off, I feel like I get better bites. Whenever the tarp comes off, the fish seem to come out. I don't know what's going on with that, but I've caught 4 fish over 8 pounds on BFS, guys, and 3 of those have been with my shirt off. So I don't know what that's all about, but there's one. Alright, so a small spot, a big largie, and now a small largie. Still on the sneaky spin and the drop minnow. Y'all, I'm trying to hit some different spots today, but all of the spots that I don't normally fish that I've fished, I think I've only caught 1 or 2 fish from those spots. I mean, where I normally fish is where the fish have been. So, I mean, if they're there, why try to fight it? I wanted to try to fish some new areas today, and I did, and just wasn't that productive. So we're gonna fish our way back up towards where we launched now, guys. Another one. Another one, guys. This one feels better. They've been following this thing into the boat and pulling the trigger right at the last second. Oh, good grief, that's why. I thought that was a largie, dude. That is not a largie. That's a big white bass. More typically, these things will follow it in all the way to the boat and then just destroy it right before you pull it out of the water. That's what this one did. She's handling the rough water really good, guys. If I was in the 12-footer right now, I would be completely soaked. But I've been able to stay on plane this whole time, even running back in these pretty good white caps, guys. I haven't had to let off the throttle at all. The tank is cutting right through them. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. There's one. There's number 4. I got him on the raid, guys. Guys, this one is gonna be absolutely killer when the water gets like even below 50. It dives deep quick and maintains bottom contact really well. So like when I'm start to fish, you know, around that 8-foot mark, maybe even just a little deeper than that, that thing's gonna be clutch. Just a little dink, but I really like the action on that libero underspin, guys. There's one. Got one, guys. I got something good, guys. He was wrapped on that buoy for a while. It's a bass. Of course. He was wrapped on that buoy for just a second, guys. Dang it. There's another one. That was like a 3.5 pound bass I just had come off at the boat there, guys, and then I catch the squatty little white bass. That's okay though. There's one. Just a little squeaky white bass, guys. Man, I wish I could have that big one back on. Don't get me wrong, guys, he wasn't huge. It was it was really solid keeper. It was over 3. I don't know if he would have went 4, but he was definitely over 3. There's one. There's one. Guys, that might be a better one too. All right. Got a big spot. Yeah. There's another species for us today. So we've got largemouth, white bass, channel cat, and now spotted bass. Another cool thing, guys, is that I've caught every single fish on that same drop minnow, guys. Their durability is very good as well. Little smallmouth looking guy, spotted bass, Kentucky bass, whatever y'all want to call them down here in Texas. Oh, that took off in a hurry, guys, whatever that is. Is that another good bass? All right. Yeah. We put together 5, guys. We grinded our ever-loving butts off again today, guys. This was not an easy bite at all. And switching that trailer has made all the difference. I'm telling you guys, it does matter, especially when the bite is tough. You gotta match your trailers to the conditions. And when the bite is really tough, that drop minnow with not much action and no paddle tail on it, it will get bit over a paddle tail swim bait on those underspins. But the underspin's been the deal. It's just you gotta figure out what kind of meat do you put on it to make them eat it when the bite's tough, right? Because when the bite's good, you can put about any trailer you want on there, and the paddle tails will get you a little bigger bites when the bite is good. When it's not good, there's your ticket. Guys, really good one. Really good one. By the courtesy dock. Stay on, stay on. Oh, we choked it. Got him. Woo-hoo, fat one. Really, really, really fat one, guys. Still on my 7.4 Dobbins Sierra and a Cast King Zephyr with 6-pound fluoro and that Great Lakes Finesse sneaky spin with the silver blade and a 2.75 inch Great Lakes Finesse drop minnow. Another one. Oh, yellow bass. There's another species, guys. That might be the biggest yellow bass I've ever caught, honestly, on the sneaky spin. Another one. Another one. I figured this spot was gonna have some fish on it, guys, with the wind blowing the way it is. That's the same drop minnow too, guys. It's just putting in work all day. Same drop minnows caught every fish, guys. There's one. Oh yes, guys, another species, and that is a stud. Look at that. We're starting to put together a pretty good multi-species day today, guys. Look at that crappie on the sneaky. There's one. There we go. That might be the last fish that we catch today, guys. We grinded our butts off to catch these today, guys. So that trip honestly was a huge grind. My initial plan was just to come out and see how the boat was gonna run with the new mods that I added to it. I took out those big carpet storage bin areas, so now the casting deck's a lot smaller, but I got less weight and I got more floor space down there. I'm getting happier with the top end speed, guys, and we got one more big mod that I'm gonna do to the boat that will hopefully get another 2 to 3 mile an hour out of it. I did get a jack plate, guys. I'm waiting for it to get here, and when we get that thing bolted on and the motor lined up, I'll try to get out again and show you all how that runs. But guys, I kid you not, that is the same soft plastic. I caught every single fish on this same sneaky spin and that same soft plastic. Underspin season, especially on some windy days, is hard to beat. It is so much fun. You catch all different kinds of things. So let's count up how many species that I caught today. I had spotted bass, white bass, yellow bass, largemouth, crappie, and then a channel cat. So I caught 6 different species on the underspin. Long casts are extremely important when you're throwing those finesse underspins, and that 7.4 Dobbin Sierra, guys, is hard to beat. It's real soft in the rod where it needs to be, loads up perfect, but still has enough backbone to get some big fish in the boat like you saw today, guys. And that Zephyr is really smooth, especially when you put 6-pound line on it, guys. It will sling little baits way out there. If y'all enjoyed this one, leave a like for me. Consider subscribing if you haven't yet, guys. Talk with me down in the comments below. And y'all take her easy. Catch you on the next one.